So here I am reviewing yet another retro style platformer. I tend to dabble in this genre quite often. I guess you can say I have a soft spot for them, a spot that is soft as an eyeball. Today I am reviewing Witcheye, a pouncing pixel platformer developed by Moonkid, available on Android and iOS devices at a price of $2.99. So join me on my mission to review more premium mobile games. Now let's glide, into the nitty gritty. First up, gameplay. Witcheye is a throwback to the good old days of gaming, when defeating enemies meant studying attack patterns and perfect timing, when completing a stage or defeating a boss felt like an achievement, and finding hidden treasures meant experimenting with level design. Yet instead of playing as a heroic knight, you play as a witch who's become a victim to the knight's thievery. It's a clever twist. Playing as an evil entity makes me wonder who's really the bad guy here, like that Mario Maker level where it turns out Mario is actually a Goomba murdering maniac. Playing as a witch isn't the only twist, and I'm not talking about the fact that you actually play as an eyeball. It's the control scheme that threw me for a loop, and in turn has changed how I look at mobile platformers going forward. Instead of traditional button taps, the player slides their finger in the direction they want to move. The eyeball then glides at your command, tap to stay still, and magically maneuver through the levels. This control scheme is fan-freaking-tastic. The ease of the controls makes for a wonderful experience, and soon I mastered these mechanics. I felt like a focused floating eyeball as I bounced to and from my destination. Oh, I guess that's exactly what I was doing. These controls are presented with ease, and for good reason, as the game quickly becomes increasingly difficult. Collecting all the gems, finding secrets, and disposing of clever enemies became a test of skills, patience, and dexterity. I died, I overcame, and in the end I had a complete blast in the process. Then there's the plethora of mini bosses and giant bosses littered throughout the game, all of which take effort to take down. I despised this Hercules monstrosity with every bone in my finger. Let's just say the game had my eye twitching with rage-inducing emotions, yet I loved every moment of it. Due to the fair yet solid challenge, the ease of a fluid control scheme, and the joy of a completed section, I became a believer in my eyeball, the witch's journey, and the retro play sessions that followed. It's full of goblin ghosting nightly knickerbockers gaming goodness. Next up, graphics. Witcheye continues its callback to the glory days of gaming with a fantabulous pixel art style. Okay, I'm going to say something I usually say when I think the graphics are great, and for the first time in my YouTube career, it's just about literal. It's eyeball-pleasing goodness. The colors are clear representations of retro gaming, and the character designs are the icing on the cartridge cake, including the very well done bosses. These encounters are already tense, yet the amount of effort in the designs make them great to witness. They really show just how vulnerable your little eye can be. As the game progresses, we are introduced to many different environments, all just as beautiful to look at as the ones before them. Sure, this graphical style resembles others within the genre, yet the creativity presented here is a major plus, including the short cutscenes. These scenes tell a huge story with minimal dialogue and screen time. It's a testament to how well the graphics burst out on screen. Tiny likey very much. Finally, replayability. Before giving my final verdict, let's talk about what you get out of this $2.99 game. The main quest isn't overly long. I beat it in about 2 to 3 hours, yet that doesn't include going back for 100% collectibles and secrets. It was the best hours on mobile I've had in a while. Once the normal campaign is complete, hard mode is unlocked. Now that really kicks your eyeball in the butt. Then a severe mode, a speedrun mode, even a boss rush. The game is full of unlockable content, and the replayability calls at your fingers. It's not meant to be played once. Instead, it begs you to master the game like a witch masters the art of brewing a deadly potion. Finishing the quest doesn't mean finishing the game, making it a true successor to the retro games we fell in love with. Once the credits were done, I jumped right back in to test my eyeball rolling knowledge all over again. This game has replayability, and it wears it like a badge of honor, like a wart on a witch's nose. Now that I've blasted an eyeball into a fiery bird of fire, you're probably wondering if Witcheye is worth a buy. Hey, that rhymed. For $2.99, I say absolutely yes. It's the perfect price point for a tons of fun experience. The gameplay is challenging, it's rewarding, I would say it's almost masterful. The graphics are full of colorful nostalgia, and the replayability is there for those who like to punish their gaming egos. In a market full of overpriced premium mobile games, or even shallow mobile games, I say support a developer that puts creativity and fun factor above all else. So if you enjoy retro platformers with a twist in story and gameplay, then hit that buy button. Or if you like to memorize big bad boss attacks, pulverize big bad boss butts, and frantically survive an onslaught of fireballs, then by all means give Witcheye a buy. As always, thanks for watching Tiny Little Games. Please subscribe to support my channel, like for more reviews, and ring that notification bell for video updates. Fun fact: I realized witches can be good people after watching the movie Hocus Pocus.